Hi, welcome back. In this video, I'm talking about 7 bad habits that weaken your memorization ability. And this is Dr. Manchnath. I'm a speed reading and mind performance coach. In this video, I'm going to share 7 bad habits that will negatively impact your retention ability. Before that, let us quickly understand why do we need to remember the data. Nowadays, we are using a lot of technology, probably your mobile phone, computer, your hard drive. Do we really need to store the data? Yes, let me tell you. There is a process called use it or lose it. That means when you start using your neural connection again and again and again, your brain will be much stronger. As soon as you stop using your neural connection, that is where people find difficulty. To create more neural connection, what you need to do? You need to learn something. You have to store something. You need to upgrade something. Even I'll tell you, normally we do a lot of physical strengthening exercise to build our muscle, to keep our body fit and healthy. But think about, are you doing any brain fitness activities? That is the issue. Now let us go one by one around 7 different bad habits, how that bad habits impact your retention ability. Then I'm going to suggest few tips to overcome that. With that, let us get started. Look at my mind map. I'll go through one by one. And once again, thank you so much for watching my video. In case if you have not subscribed my channel, please subscribe and also press the bell button. Next time when I release any new videos, immediately you will get notification. And thank you so much for watching my video. Let us get started. Point number 1. The point number 1 is lack of sleep. So lack of sleep will negatively impact your memorization ability. Why? Because sleep is essential for memory consolidation, which is the process of transforming short-term memories into long-term memories. During sleep, your brain replays and strengthens the memories and also making them easier to recall whenever you want. If you don't take enough sleep, so lack of sleep can lead to difficulty in focusing, reduce concentration ability, and reduce decision making, and also difficulty retaining information. It can also lead to reduce your creativity, problem solving abilities. In addition, lack of sleep can increase the risk of developing mental health issues such as depression, anxiety, which can further reduce your memorization ability. Then how to overcome this limitation? And based on various research, and doctors mention that you should have 6 to 8 hours of deep sleep. And still if you want to know more about what exactly this sleep process, I'm going to recommend one book. Please pick up this book, Why We Sleep by Matthew Walker. And in this book, author has provided lot of important tips and tricks. Why do we need to sleep? And it'll help you to understand sleeping pattern, then you can take action. And let us move on to the point number 2. Point number 2 here is eating unhealthy diet. Serious bad habit that will weaken your memories. And what kind of food? Let us consider if you are eating regularly high fat diet, eating high sugar, eating high processed food. For example, something like frozen pizza, biscuits and rolls, cakes and cookies, coffee creamer, or a fried foods. And if you start consuming these type of foods on a regular basis, this may impact your retention ability. My strong recommendation, best foods. Here are few recommendations. The first one, fresh fruits. Try eating fresh foods that will help you to improve your brain ability. More vegetables, proteins, healthy fats. Normally you can find healthy fats in fish. We usually call omega 3 rich food. Try using these foods that will help you to enhance your memorization ability, focus ability, concentration ability, lot of things you can do it. Still, if you have a confusion, if you need more help related to best brain food, please click the link below. In the description, I have added my previous video. There I talked about best brain food for you. Let us move on to point number 3. Third bad habit which weaken your memory is a stress and anxiety. You already know stress and anxiety directly impact the way you memorize. Something like too much anxiety, depression, stress, and this will reduce the way you memorize the data. And stress and anxiety can also lead to physiological changes such as increased level of cortisol, some of the stress hormone in your body, and which can impact the way you memorize the data. And also it will impact the way you retrieve old data. So stress and anxiety is one more critical element. If you are facing lot of stress, anxiety, chronic tension, some of the emotional imbalance, you need to work on that. You need to work on that and try to use some of the best tool like a relaxation, meditation, mindfulness exercise that will help you to reduce stress, anxiety, chronic tension. Then finally, you'll be able to retain the information. The point number 4 is lack of exercise. This is one more serious bad habit that will impact the way you memorize the data. Let me quickly go through how lack of exercise impact your memorization ability. So basically, to build strong memory, keep your brain much stronger, you need to have proper oxygen and blood flow towards your brain. And exercise helps to increase the blood flow of oxygen to your brain. And more importantly, glucose to the brain. This helps to keep your brain healthy, improving concentration and the ability to remember facts and information. Exercise also helps to increase the production of neurotransmitters, which enhance communication between nerve cells and promote the formation of new memories. So, the exercise is a very critical element. In case if you are not following regular exercise pattern, my strong recommendation, at least every day, at least 30 minutes of exercise you need to adopt as part of your daily routine. Maybe you can start with 30 minutes yoga, maybe you can start with 30 minutes cycling, jogging, swimming, and whatever you feel comfortable, start with that. Even initially, you can start with even 5 minutes and gradually increase. You will see magical changes. Try to adopt some exercise routine that will help you to energize your body and also energize your brain. Let's move on to the point number 5. And point number 5 is overuse of technologies. Let me give you a quick example of how technology affects our ability to memorize. Let us go back 20 years back, before our mobile era. During that time, we used to remember lot of phone numbers. You can resonate my point. Lot of phone numbers, maybe our customer, our relatives, our friends, our family members, at least 10 to 15 phone numbers. I hope you can resonate my point. But now think about, even we are struggling to memorize our close relatives, friends' phone number. We stop using. Why? Because we dependent on our technology. We normally use phone, computer, some hard drive or any other electronics item to store the data. Indirectly, we stop using our brain. When you stop using your neural connection, what will happen? You start losing your ability to memorize. My recommendation, try to reduce usage of electronics item, maybe phone, computer, TV, that will help you to enhance your memorization indirectly because you start using your brain. Point number 6 is a medication. Certain medication impact your memorization ability. If you're taking any psychological tablet, something like anti-anxiety, anti-depression tablet, that will impact the way you store the information. And also, if you're using high dosage of painkiller and cholesterol lowering drugs, these drugs will reduce the ability to store the data. My recommendation, try to reduce using this medication. You might be thinking, I have some physical issue, how can I reduce this kind of tablets? Let me suggest few things. What you can do is you can increase some of the best practice. These can be even controlled using a natural process. Some of the natural habits, ritual. Try using exercise, definitely it will help you. Try using meditation. Try using deep breathing. Try using some of the best relaxation process and also mindfulness. These are all like proven process to reduce your stress, reduce your cholesterol, reduce your BP, reduce your sugar level, so that you can reduce the medication. That will help in long run. And last point in my list is a smoking. Smoking also impact the way you memorize and store the data. And smoking can also affect our memory. Studies have found that smoking can contribute to memory loss by reducing oxygen levels in the body, oxygen levels in the brain. In addition, smoking can reduce the amount of oxygen reaching the brain, leading to a lack of concentration and focus, which can make it harder to memorize certain data. And my suggestion, try to quit or at least reduce. So these are like a 7 habits that impact and that weaken your memory. Let me quickly summarize. The first one in my list, lack of sleep. Second one is unhealthy diet. And third bad habit is stress and anxiety. Fourth one is a lack of exercise. And fifth one is overuse of technology. Sixth one is some of the medication. And seventh one is a smoking. With that, my final recommendation, try to limit some of these bad habits. First, identify, recognize, and try to overcome so that you'll be able to improve your memorization ability, your concentration ability, your focus ability. Then you can grow much faster in your personal, in your professional journey. With that, thank you so much, friends, for listening my talk. I hope you got some idea what are these bad habits that weaken your memory, and also some of the tips I provided. Try following. You will enjoy the process. All the best. Thank you so much for listening. This is Dr. Manjunath signing off. I'll meet you in the next video. All the best.